Hey everyone, and welcome to another deep dive with us. Today, we are going to be diving into the world of Naruto,
Oh, yeah.
that ninja anime that's taken the world by storm. And we've got all sorts of information here from IMDb.
Cool.
Like we've got episode guides and trivia and even some fan reactions
Awesome.
that we're going to break down for you today.
That's so exciting.
So get ready to learn some fascinating facts and behind-the-scenes insights about this iconic show.
Yeah, Naruto is one of those shows that just seems to have a global fan base.
Yeah.
You know, it's fascinating to see how it's captured the imaginations of people from all walks of life.
Absolutely.
For like over 2 decades now.
And I think it starts with a really unique main character. IMDb tells us that Naruto Uzumaki is this mischievous kid who dreams of becoming Hokage.
Oh, yeah.
That's basically the ninja
The
president
ninja president. I love that.
of his village. But what's really cool is how creator Masashi Kishimoto came up with the name Naruto.
You're talking about the ramen connection, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's not every day you hear about a character being named after a noodle dish.
Exactly. It just goes to show you that inspiration can strike from anywhere.
Right.
But what's interesting to me is knowing that, does that make Naruto's character more symbolic?
Oh, interesting.
Because he's always craving ramen in the show.
Yeah.
Is that supposed to represent his deeper hunger for recognition and belonging?
That's a great question, and I think you've hit on something there. Kishimoto has said that he drew from his own childhood experiences when creating Naruto.
Wow.
And those feelings of wanting to be acknowledged, wanting to find your place, those are pretty universal, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe that ramen craving is symbolic of something deeper.
I love that. So we've got this underdog character named after a food that everyone loves, striving for a position of leadership that seems almost impossible to reach.
It's all in shot.
No wonder people are hooked. IMDb mentions that Naruto, quote, struggles as he searches for recognition.
Oh, yeah.
That struggle, I think, is what makes him so relatable. We all face challenges and setbacks in our lives, and watching Naruto overcome those obstacles can be really inspiring.
Absolutely. It's that classic hero's journey,
Yeah,
but told in a way that feels fresh and exciting.
for sure.
And you can't forget the power of the ninja world itself. It's so imaginative and full of possibilities.
Yeah.
Who hasn't dreamt of learning cool jitsu techniques and fighting alongside their friends?
Wait, for anyone who isn't familiar with the lingo,
Yeah.
can you explain what jutsu is?
Oh, yeah.
I know those are like the special ninja powers.
Exactly. Jutsu are essentially techniques that ninjas use to manipulate their chakra,
Okay.
which is their life energy, to perform incredible feats.
I see.
Like you've got your elemental jutsu where they can control fire,
Yeah.
water, wind, and all that.
Awesome.
And then there are genjutsu,
Okay.
which are illusion techniques that can mess with your mind. It's a whole system of abilities that make a fight scene so dynamic and visually stunning.
Okay, that's way cooler than just throwing punches.
Oh, for sure.
And the animation style itself really brings those battles to life, right? It's not just about the action.
Right.
It's about the way it's presented.
The animators do a phenomenal job of capturing the speed and fluidity of the fights.
I agree.
And the character designs are so distinctive, too.
Yeah.
You can instantly recognize Naruto by his spiky blonde hair and an orange jumpsuit.
Plus that mischievous grin he always has.
Yeah, always.
Okay, so we've got a compelling main character. A unique world full of awesome powers and amazing animation.
Totally.
It's no wonder Naruto has an 8.4 rating on IMDb based on over 142,000 reviews.
Wow, that's a lot of reviews.
But speaking of different cultures, there's this one bit of trivia that I found really fascinating.
But what's that?
And maybe a bit strange.
Okay.
It turns out that in the original Japanese version of Naruto, there are scenes where characters get nosebleeds to show they're excited or surprised.
What?
But when the show was dubbed for Western audiences,
Okay.
they changed that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's a perfect example of how humor doesn't always translate across culture.
For sure.
What might be seen as funny or quirky in Japan could be confusing or even off-putting to viewers in other parts of the world.
I can't imagine watching Naruto with nosebleeds every other scene.
Oh my gosh.
It just goes to show how much thought goes into adapting a show for a global audience.
Yeah.
You have to consider the cultural nuances
Right.
and make sure the humor lands the way it's intended.
It's a delicate balance, for sure.
Yeah.
You want to stay true to the original material, But you also have to make it accessible and enjoyable for viewers who might be coming from a completely different cultural background.
It makes you appreciate the work that goes into bringing these shows to a wider audience, doesn't it?
It really does.
But now I'm really curious about what Naruto fans around the world think about all of this.
Me too.
We've got some fan reviews from IMDb, and I'd love to dive into those and get a sense of why this show has become such a phenomenon.
Let's do it. It's always fascinating to see how fans connect with a show on a personal level.
Yeah.
What resonates with them, what inspires them, what makes them laugh, cry, or even get a little heated in the content section.
All right, let's jump into the heart of the Hidden Leaf Village and see what these Naruto fans have to say.
I'm ready.
Okay.
It's amazing how Naruto has built this passionate community around it.
Yeah.
It's like everyone wants to be a part of the Hidden Leaf Village.
And speaking of the village,
Yeah.
the cast list on IMDb is huge.
Oh, yeah. It's massive.
All those characters contribute to that sense of community you're talking about, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's like a whole world
Yeah.
populated with unique personalities.
Absolutely. And that's one of the things that sets Naruto apart.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just about the main character.
Yeah.
It's about the entire ensemble.
Right.
We get to see these characters grow and evolve,
Yeah.
both individually and in their relationships with each other.
Okay, so let's talk about those relationships. The bond between Naruto and his teammates,
Oh, yeah.
Sasuke and Sakura, that's got to be one of the most complex and compelling dynamics in anime, wouldn't you say?
It's definitely up there. You've got Naruto, this loud, boisterous kid who's desperate for attention and approval.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got Sasuke,
Yeah.
the brooding, talented loner who's carrying a lot of baggage.
Right.
And Sakura,
Yeah.
who starts off as kind of infatuated with Sasuke, but eventually develops into a strong and capable ninja in her own right.
I like her character development.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Seeing how those personalities clash and complement each other
Yeah.
is a big part of what keeps viewers invested.
It's not just a simple friendship either.
No, it's not.
There's rivalry, jealousy, even betrayal at times.
Right.
It makes you really question how strong are these bonds.
Yeah,
Can they withstand all the challenges that are thrown at them?
for sure. And those challenges aren't just physical, are they?
Yeah.
Naruto doesn't shy away from exploring some pretty heavy themes.
Like what?
We see characters dealing with loss trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Even the pressure of living up to expectations.
Like when Naruto loses his mentor, Jiraiya.
Oh, yeah.
I remember watching that episode and just being floored.
It's a tough one.
I mean, here's this character who's always so optimistic and determined,
Yeah,
and suddenly he's faced with this devastating loss.
it's heartbreaking.
It shows a real depth of emotion that you don't always see in action-adventure shows.
Exactly. And that emotional depth is what resonates with viewers.
Right.
It reminds us that even the strongest ninjas have vulnerabilities,
Yeah,
that everyone experiences pain and heartache.
for sure.
But it also shows us the power of resilience,
Okay.
the ability to pick yourself up and keep going, even when things get tough.
And those moments of vulnerability are often balanced with some truly spectacular fight scenes.
Oh yeah, the action is incredible.
The animation really shines in those sequences, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. The animators have this incredible ability to capture the speed and intensity of the battles.
Mm-hmm.
And they use a lot of visual techniques to really amp up the excitement.
Like what kind of techniques?
Like, remember when Naruto first uses his nine-tailed fox chakra mode?
Oh, yeah.
The way they animated that transformation with the swirling energy and the glowing eyes.
Real cool.
It was just mind-blowing.
I get chills just thinking about it.
Me too.
And it's not just the flashy moves, it's the way they choreograph the fights.
Yeah?
It's like a dance, but with a lot more punching and kicking and explosions.
And each character has their own unique fighting style,
Yeah.
which adds another layer of visual interest.
Right.
You can tell a lot about a character by the way they move and the techniques they use.
Oh, for sure. Like Rock Lee's taijutsu that's hand-to-hand combat, right?
Yeah.
Is all about speed and agility.
Yeah, he's so fast.
It's a complete contrast to someone like Gaara, who uses sand manipulation to control the battlefield.
It's like he's playing in a sandbox, but with deadly consequences.
And then you've got Naruto's signature move, the Rasengan,
Oh, yeah.
which is this concentrated ball of chakra that packs a serious punch.
Like a mini spirit bomb.
It's so cool.
It's fascinating how the creators have managed to develop such a diverse range of fighting styles.
Yeah.
Each with its own strengths and weaknesses.
Mhm.
It keeps the battles fresh and unpredictable.
It's like they've created a whole martial arts system within this fictional world.
I know, right?
And speaking of world building,
Yeah.
Hidden Leaf Village itself is such a cool setting.
It really is.
It's got that traditional Japanese architecture,
Hmm.
but with a modern, almost futuristic twist.
I love the blend of old and new.
And the different districts, the Hokage monument, the training grounds.
It's like you're really there.
It all feels so lived in and believable.
It's a world that you really want to explore, even if it's just through the screen.
Yeah.
And the world building extends beyond the village, too.
Oh, really?
We get glimpses of other ninja villages. With its own unique culture and traditions.
That's cool.
It makes you realize that the Naruto world is vast and full of possibilities.
Exactly. And then, of course, there's the sequel series, Naruto Shippuden.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that one?
Of course. It's a must-watch for any Naruto fan.
Awesome.
It takes everything that was great about the original series and dials it up to 11.
So what are some of the key differences between the two series? I've heard that Shippuden is a lot darker and more intense.
That's true. The stakes are higher.
Yeah.
The villains are more menacing.
Okay.
And the characters are dealing with some pretty heavy stuff.
Wow.
But at its core, it's still a story about growth, friendship, and the struggle to overcome adversity.
You know, we've been talking a lot about the positive aspects of Naruto, but I'm curious, what do the critics say?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Are there any common criticisms that come up?
One of the most common criticisms is that the pacing can be uneven at times.
Really?
Especially in the original series, there are a lot of filler episodes
that
don't really contribute to the main plot.
I've heard about those filler episodes.
Yeah.
Some fans love them because they offer more time with their favorite characters, but others find them frustrating because they disrupt the flow of the story.
I could see that.
It's interesting how something that's intended to enhance the viewing experience can end up being a source of debate.
It's all about perspective, right?
Yeah.
Some viewers prefer a more streamlined narrative, while others appreciate the opportunity to dive deeper into the world and its characters, even if it means taking a detour from the main storyline.
So even with the criticisms, there's still something undeniably captivating about Naruto, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. It's a show that has captured the hearts of millions of fans worldwide.
Yeah.
It's spawned countless memes, fan art, cosplays.
Oh, wow.
It's become a cultural phenomenon.
Yeah.
And it all started with a kid named after a bowl of ramen.
It just goes to show you the power of a good story, well-developed characters, and a sprinkle of ninja magic.
That's the recipe for success.
But with all this talk about the show's impact, I wonder what it all means for the listener, for someone who's maybe just discovering Naruto for the first time.
That's a great question. What can someone take away from this deep dive into the world of Naruto?
Yeah.
Well, on a surface level, it's a fun, action-packed adventure with a unique setting and memorable characters.
And it's not just mindless entertainment, right?
Right. There are some pretty profound messages woven into the narrative.
Like what?
There are themes of perseverance, friendship, and believing in yourself, even when the odds are stacked against you.
I like that.
And on a deeper level, Naruto explores ideas of identity, purpose, and the choices we make that shape who we become.
Those are some pretty heavy themes for a show about ninjas.
I know, right? But I think that's what makes it so special.
Yeah.
It's a show that can be enjoyed on multiple levels.
For sure.
You can watch it for the action, the humor, the characters, or you can dig a little deeper and find something that really resonates with you on a personal level.
Exactly. It's a show that can appeal to a wide range of viewers, from those who are just looking for a fun escape to those who are seeking something more thought-provoking.
It's got a little something for everyone.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
We've talked about the characters, the world, the themes, the animation, even some of the criticisms.
It's been a journey.
But there's one element that we haven't touched on yet.
Oh, really?
And it's a crucial part of what makes Naruto so special.
I'm intrigued.
We'll be back after a short break to delve into that final piece of the puzzle. All right, we're back and ready to kind of wrap up this ninja-tastic deep dive into Naruto.
I'm ready.
Going through all this IMDb info, it really hits you how this show is more than just flashy fights and cool jujitsu.
You're absolutely right. It's that something extra that elevates Naruto from a fun action show to something that stays with you long after the credits roll.
So what is that secret ingredient? What makes Naruto so impactful?
I think a big part of it is the show's commitment to heart.
Okay.
Naruto, at its core, is about the power of believing in yourself, even when the world tells you otherwise. It's about chasing your dreams with everything you've got, no matter how impossible they may seem.
You know, we were talking about Naruto being this underdog, this mischievous kid who wants to be Hokage.
Yeah.
It's not just about the title, right?
Right.
It's about proving everyone wrong, showing them that even someone like him can achieve greatness.
Exactly. And it's not just Naruto. Think about all the other characters who overcome incredible obstacles.
Yeah, give me some examples.
Rock Lee, who dedicates himself to taijutsu even though he can't use chakra like other ninjas.
Oh, yeah, I love Rock Lee.
Neji, who breaks free from the destiny his clan imposed on him. These stories of resilience and self-belief, they resonate with viewers on a deep level.
It's like the show is saying, hey, you might not be a ninja, but you can still tap into that same spirit,
Right.
that same determination to achieve your goals.
And it's not just about individual achievement. Either, Naruto is full of moments that celebrate the power of friendship and teamwork.
The bond between Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura.
Oh yeah, such a good example.
That's a perfect example. They go through so much together, they fight side by side, they challenge each other to grow.
It's a true testament to the power of friendship.
Yeah, it's a reminder that we're stronger together, that we need each other to overcome life's challenges.
It makes you think about your own friendships, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Who are the people who support you, who push you to be your best self?
Seriously. It's amazing how a show about ninjas can spark those kinds of reflection.
It really is.
And I think that's what we wanted to highlight in this deep dive. Naruto is more than just an anime. It's a cultural phenomenon
It really is.
that offers valuable insights into human nature, the power of connection, and the pursuit of dreams.
Whether you're a diehard fan or just dipping your toes into the world of Naruto, there's something here for everyone.
So if you're looking for a show that will entertain you, challenge you, and maybe even inspire you,
Yeah.
I highly recommend checking out Naruto.
And who knows, you might even learn a thing or two about yourself along the way.
And on that note, we'll leave you with one final thought.
Okay.
What if the true legacy of Naruto isn't just about ninjas and jutsu, but about reminding us that we all have the potential to achieve greatness, to forge meaningful connections, and to leave our mark on the world?
That's a powerful idea to ponder.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Naruto. We'll catch you on the next one.